The grand hall of the Interstellar Concord on Elazia shimmered with crystalline structures, casting a kaleidoscope of colors over the assembled representatives. Commander Xylos stood at attention, his silver exoskeleton glinting under the hall's radiant light. Around him, the hall buzzed with the tension of the looming threat. Admiral Cathan, a towering figure with a mane of iridescent feathers, addressed the assembly. The rogue faction grows bolder. Their attacks threaten our stability. We must act decisively. Xylos listened intently, his compound eyes flicking towards a human officer standing confidently beside Cathan. "This is Captain Jane Jinx Harris," the Admiral continued. "She will lead the human contingent in our defense." Jinx stepped forward, her green eyes sharp and unwavering. She radiated confidence, her presence commanding the room. "Commander Xylos, I assure you, my team and I are ready. We've faced worse odds." Xylos couldn't hide his skepticism. "Admiral, with all due respect, why humans? Their methods are unconventional." Cathan's feathers ruffled slightly. "Precisely. Captain Jinx has a reputation for success through those very unconventional methods." Jinx addressed the room, her voice clear and strong. "We've studied the rogue faction's tactics. They're aggressive and unpredictable. To counter them, we need to be equally unpredictable. My team specializes in adaptive strategies." Xylos nodded curtly, concealing his doubts. "Then let us hope your methods prove effective, Captain." As the briefing concluded, Xylos approached Jinx. "Captain, I'm curious about these unconventional methods. What can I expect?" Jinx smiled, a hint of amusement in her eyes. "You'll see soon enough, Commander. Just keep an open mind." As they departed the grand hall, Xylos couldn't shake his unease. He hoped that the human's reputation for unpredictability would prove to be an asset rather than a liability. The human military base on Valoria buzzed with activity. Soldiers hurriedly prepared equipment, their faces a mix of determination and anticipation. Captain Jinx moved through the ranks, checking in with her troops, while Sergeant Mikey Turner coordinated the final logistics. Xylos watched as a group of soldiers began to sing. The melody was haunting, filled with a sense of history and defiance. He approached Jinx, who was strapping on her combat gear. "Captain, why are your soldiers singing?" Xylos asked, perplexed. Jinx smiled. "It's a tradition, battle songs. They boost morale, forge unity. It's part of our heritage." Xylos shook his head, baffled. "I fail to see how singing can prepare one for combat." "You will," Jinx replied, her eyes twinkling with a mix of amusement and confidence. "Just watch." The songs grew louder, filling the base with a palpable energy. Xylos couldn't deny the change in atmosphere. The humans seemed invincible. As the final preparations were made, Jinx gathered her key officers for a last briefing. "Remember, our strength lies in our unity and adaptability. Stick to the plan, but be ready to improvise. And keep the songs going. They're more than just noise, they're our spirit." Sergeant Mikey Turner, a burly man with a perpetual grin, chimed in. "Commander Xylos, you might want to join in. It helps." Xylos raised an eyebrow, but said nothing. He would observe first, then decide. The soldiers moved out, their voices rising in a chorus that resonated through the air. As they boarded the transports, Xylos felt a strange sense of anticipation. Perhaps there was more to these humans than he had initially thought. The landscape of Valoria was a chaotic war zone. Explosions rocked the ground, and laser fire streaked across the sky. Amidst the cacophony, the sound of human battle songs rose, a defiant chorus against the backdrop of destruction. Captain Jinx led the charge, her voice strong and clear. "Forward for Valoria! For the Concord!" The human soldiers, their spirits buoyed by the songs, fought with a ferocity Xylos had never seen. Xylos fought alongside them, his alien precision contrasting with the raw, passionate intensity of the humans. He watched in awe as the songs seemed to weave through the battle, energizing the human troops and bewildering their enemies. "Commander Xylos, on your left." Mikey's voice cut through the din, and Xylos turned just in time to deflect an enemy strike. He nodded his thanks, joining Mikey in a coordinated attack that pushed the rogue forces back. As the battle raged on, Xylos noticed the subtle yet powerful effect of the songs. The human soldiers moved with a synchronized rhythm, their actions coordinated and efficient. The rogue faction, on the other hand, appeared disoriented, their attacks increasingly erratic. Jinx's voice rang out again, cutting through the chaos. "Stay together. Keep the pressure on." Xylos marveled at her leadership. She was a natural, her commands precise and inspiring. He found himself humming along to the battle songs, feeling an unexpected surge of energy. The tide of the battle began to turn. The rogue faction's lines wavered, their confidence shaken. Xylos and Jinx pushed forward, their combined forces driving the enemy back. As the humans' voices rose in a powerful crescendo, the enemy's resolve crumbled. The rogue faction began to retreat, their morale broken by the relentless assault and the unyielding spirit of the human soldiers. At a critical choke point, the fighting intensified. The rogue faction was dug in, and the battle reached a fever pitch. The human songs grew louder, more intense, and Xylos found himself caught up in their rhythm. "Push forward!" Jinx shouted, her voice carrying over the chaos. "We take this position, we turn the tide." Xylos, now understanding the power of the songs, joined his voice to theirs, a guttural alien hum that harmonized with the human melody. He saw the change immediately. The rogue forces faltered, disoriented by the overwhelming sound and fury. Sergeant Mikey Turner, leading the charge, broke through the enemy lines with a roar, his actions a beacon of hope for the Allied forces. Inspired by his bravery, the human and Concord soldiers surged forward, breaking the enemy's defenses. As they pushed deeper into enemy territory, the songs shifted, becoming more aggressive and triumphant. The soldiers' movements grew more coordinated, their attacks more precise. Xylos was astonished by the transformation. The rogue faction, now on the defensive, struggled to regroup. Their leaders barked orders, trying to restore order, but it was too late. The humans' relentless advance, powered by their indomitable spirit, was unstoppable. "Commander Xylos, we've breached their inner defenses," Mikey called out, his face smeared with dirt and sweat, but alight with determination. Xylos nodded, a newfound respect for the humans welling up inside him. "Keep pushing, we must not let up." As they advanced, Jinx coordinated their efforts, her voice steady and inspiring. "Stay focused, we're almost there." The human songs, now a roaring symphony, echoed across the battlefield. The rogue faction's resolve crumbled, their forces breaking and fleeing in disarray. Xylos, fighting side by side with Jinx and Mikey, felt a sense of camaraderie he had never experienced before. The human spirit was infectious, their songs a powerful weapon that united and inspired. With one final coordinated push, they overran the rogue faction's defenses, securing a decisive victory. The battlefield fell silent, save for the victorious songs of the human soldiers. The enemy's command center loomed ahead, a high-tech fortress bristling with defenses. Captain Jinx and Commander Xylos led the final assault, their combined forces battering down the gates. Inside, they faced the enemy commander, Thrax, a formidable figure with cold, calculating eyes. "You are too late," Thrax sneered. "Your songs will not save you now." Jinx stepped forward, her voice steady. "It's not the songs that will defeat you, Thrax. It's what they represent: unity, resilience, hope." Xylos, now fully embracing the human spirit, added, "And we fight together, as one." The battle was fierce, hand-to-hand combat in the confined space of the command center. Jinx and Xylos fought side by side, their movements synchronized, a testament to their growing bond and mutual respect. With a final, powerful strike, Jinx disarmed Thrax, who fell to the ground, defeated. The enemy forces, seeing their leader fall, began to surrender. The remaining rogue faction soldiers, witnessing their commander's defeat and the relentless spirit of the human Concord alliance, laid down their arms. The command center, once a symbol of the rogue faction's strength, now stood as a testament to their downfall. Jinx and Xylos stood amidst the aftermath, breathing heavily, but victorious. The songs of victory began to rise, filling the air with a sense of triumph and relief. Xylos couldn't help but join in, his deep hum blending with the human melodies. Thrax, now restrained, glared at Jinx and Xylos. "This isn't over," he spat. "You may have won this battle, but the rogue faction will rise again." Jinx looked at Thrax with unwavering determination. "As long as we stand together, united by our spirit and resolve, we will face whatever comes next." Xylos added, "Your kind underestimates the power of unity and the strength drawn from our traditions. That is why you will continue to fail." With Thrax secured, Jinx and Xylos led their forces out of the command center. The victorious songs echoed through the war-torn landscape, a hauntingly beautiful reminder of their hard-won triumph. Back at the human base, the atmosphere was one of celebration and relief. Soldiers tended to their wounds, but their faces were bright with victory. The sound of victory songs filled the air, a harmonious blend of human and alien voices. Jinx and Xylos stood together, reflecting on the battle. "I never thought I would find myself singing in the midst of a fight," Xylos admitted, a rare smile crossing his features. Jinx laughed. "It's more than just a song, Commander. It's our history, our strength." A hologram of Admiral Chthon appeared, his feathers shimmering with pride. "Congratulations, Captain Jinx, Commander Xylos. Your tactics were inspiring. The Concord owes you a great debt." Jinx nodded. "It was a team effort, Admiral. And perhaps we've all learned something today." Xylos turned to the gathered soldiers, both human and alien. "Today we witnessed the true power of unity. The battle songs of the humans are more than mere tradition. They are a weapon, a symbol of resilience and hope. Let us embrace this gift." As the celebrations continued, Xylos looked out over the mingling soldiers, human and alien, singing together. He felt a deep sense of admiration for his human allies. Returning to Elysia, Xylos proposed the integration of music into the Concord's own military traditions. "Music has a power beyond understanding," he said. "It unites, inspires, and strengthens us. Let us embrace this gift." And so the Concord changed, forever influenced by the simple yet profound human tradition of battle songs. In their darkest hours, they would sing, and in their victories, their songs would echo through the stars, a testament to the enduring spirit of unity and hope. The songs of Valoria became legendary, a symbol of the unbreakable bond between species and the indomitable spirit of those who fought for peace. In the years to come, the battle songs would be sung across the galaxy, a reminder that in unity there is strength, and in song there is the power to inspire even the most hardened hearts. As the last notes of the victory songs faded into the night, Xylos and Jinx stood side by side, knowing that they had forged something truly extraordinary. The rogue faction had been defeated, but more importantly, a new era of cooperation and mutual respect had begun. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, their spirits forever strengthened by the power of song.